Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yo, calm down. You're
Sorry,
screaming in the
fucking
fucking
yelling
mic.
already. I was drinking.
All right, Crispy says it's working.
Hot in here.
All right, so what's up, everybody? We are live on Instagram for the first time, and this is our 10th episode. Tommy, we fucking made it, my guy.
We made it.
That's why
Thank
we're
goodness.
drinking today, because we're celebrating our 10th episode.
Is that why we're drinking?
Yes,
I don't think so.
and probably some other reasons that we're going through this shit right now. But yeah, so we're live. This is our 10th episode. We're live on Instagram also, and this is something that Tommy and I have been talking for like almost a month now. That we've been like something that we're gonna bring up.
Yeah, we've been procrastinating.
So yeah, this episode, it might even be a 2-piece type thing because we might drag it on a little bit longer than it needs to be. But it's going to be about dating in the stunt scene, basically.
I feel like just the bike scene in general.
Yeah, we can call it the bike scene because,
Yeah.
there's creators and shit out there that, like to date and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to say names, not trying to put anybody down, none of that kind of shit. Dating in the scene is pretty hard, because one, I mean, we all do this for attention because if we didn't, our pages would be private or we wouldn't have Instagram and we would just ride for fun. I'm an attention grabber when I want to post reels or whatever the case because of my writing capabilities, which, we all do it for a certain reason. I do it for fun 100%, thousand times over, but, I do like to showcase my skills to everybody else. You see what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So with that comes followers, and with that comes some female followers, and some may be riders, some may be stunt riders, some may not be riding, or girls that want to learn to ride, whatever the case may be.
But they just want to be a backpack.
Yeah, I mean, backpacks, tank skanks, you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Remember that? Do you remember? Do you guys remember that Facebook page? Tanks.
No, you asked me. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Man.
I was never on that shit.
Dude, I got on it like the very end of it, and it was like dudes were straight up exposing like these chicks that they didn't ride. They just straight up wanted to be on a bike, and like specifically like stunt riders.
Yeah.
And some of these dudes were like exposing like text messages, nudes, like
That's crazy.
Wild shit. But like these girls were like straight up like messing with mad dudes.
Right.
And then they made like a whole Facebook page, Tank Skanks, and it was
It's like that. Are you dating this man? I think there's like a Facebook.
Are we dating the same?
Yeah, the same guy.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that for the stunt scene. But so I'll start off with my experience. My first experience with dating a chick that rode a motorcycle was dope. She was a bad chick. She rode whatever she rode. You know what I mean? And like we were together for like 3 years, and then once we broke up, like back then I would always post and tag, because I was in fucking love and I didn't know any better.
I used to get abused if I didn't tag them.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. So I would post and tag her, and then obviously my followers were gaining because I was really active in the scene back then. And so long story short, like we broke up, and then she would still come out to stunt rides, and like, yo, you don't know anybody here. Like, what's the point of you being here? Like, you're just trying to egg me on or get in my face type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then she started getting friends with other riders and shit like that, where it's like, all right, this has become a fucking issue, and being younger in a situation where I wasn't very mature, like I would be pissed, I'd be trying to fight niggas and shit. So,
yeah.
But
We've all been there.
And I would post about it, and I would get in my fucking feelings about it, which I 1,000% regret because it wasn't the dudes, it was her allowing it type shit. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean,
there's no reason for you to be at a stunt ride if you're not a fucking stunt rider. So long story short, yeah, we broke up, and she started talking to a couple of dudes, whatever the case, you know what I'm saying? So we ended up knucking in the bucket and fighting and shit like that, which, whatever, it was my bad because I shouldn't have let my feelings get into this shit, you know what I mean? So
listen, we've all dated a whore.
I mean, yeah, I mean...
Right. It builds character.
It does.
Because I've been there for sure.
I might even fall back into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to fucking lie. You know what I'm saying? But like, I can.
Players fuck up.
Yeah. Players fall down. You know what I'm saying? But it's all lessons type shit. You feel? And one thing that like I consider like a chick that's been around this scene, like it's kind of awkward for me type shit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel so. My thing is like, if she's been around the scene, like, whatever, run it. You know what I mean?
Run it
But
for
like
the weekend.
Yeah, but like don't wife her up, because here's the thing, right? So like if you messing with a chick that's in the scene, chances are she's messed with some other dudes, right? And now it's like at the end of the day, like you just kind of, once you wife her up, you're just holding up the line, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like you holding up the line, bro. Like
the line of in and out.
Yeah, like come on, dog. Like just let's keep it moving. And then also like you can't get mad if once you guys are done, she moves to the next one, because there's a line. There's numbers waiting to be called, bro.
So Crispy says these chicks have 20 dudes just to help work on their Ninja 400.
Bro, we were talking about that with Drea. Remember?
Yeah,
we were at Red Rock, and you know, I brought up the topic to her, and she was like, "Why do you think like chicks like do that?" And I was like, "Some girls need a mechanic. Some girls need a guy to hold the phone and get videos for them." You know what I'm saying? Or,
So like we'll get into my a small portion of my experience, right? So rewind a couple of years, you know, New York, I had a shop, and the shop had, you know, I would get parts for, you had a parts unlimited account. Right. So not only did I get parts for crackhead prices, I got, you know, labor, all that. And, you know, there was girls that kind of seen that and, you know, felt like they can maximize off this. And they would just basically like, you know, I always said this. I was like, you know, I always feel like you're with me because of what I got and not because of who, you know.
No, babe, I love you.
No, yeah, if you didn't have this and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, sure enough. What happened? You fast forward, you know, I moved out to Vegas. It was a rough start for me. And, you know, that was it. They leave, and now.
Did you feel like a stepping stone?
Oh, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I better start getting some shout outs. Like, you know, shout out to me.
Shout out to the big name for bringing
this for really, you know, building my bike, swapping my motors. Like, yo, I basically built this girl's bike off the spare parts I had in my shop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Off homies like, yo, I got this for you, whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know? So it's like, you gotta, you know, pay your respects at least. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, shout out to the ones that really put the work in for
You're
me.
welcome, bro.
Yeah.
You're fucking welcome.
Yeah, you know, and then they move on. They find a bigger name, you know, to try to get them to where they are now. And it's like, you should also pay homage to that person because you wouldn't be where you are.
Yeah. Shout out to the big name. What are you guys talking about? What's going on?
We got behind the scenes things.
We got behind shit going on. We're live on Instagram right now, so we got Jack Deb CC reading some comments for us. So one thing I want to talk about. So like one chick, I'll tell you right now. I'm not going to say where I was, right? But I was at a ride, and it was me and like three homies, and this one of the homies was like ready to smash, like, and she wasn't bad looking, you know what I'm saying? Like she was pretty, and we're all chilling in there drinking, and then next thing you know, fucking her boyfriend calls, and there's three dudes in the hotel room with her, and she's like, "Yo, you guys like keep it down." We're like, "All right, you know, like we're just chilling," and then she's like, "Yeah, babe, no, I'm chilling, like, you know, I'm tired." So yeah, she the whole time like she's on the phone, and like the three of us are looking at each other like, "Bro, what do we do? Like, do we leave? You know what I'm saying? Or do we go?" Like, so it's quieter. And so long story short, she got off the phone, and then we all go out to the club. And then I'm you know, chilling, and I look up and I see my boy walking out with her, and I was like, "It's 10 o'clock, bro. We're at a state on a Saturday, and you're about to take off at 10 o'clock. We just got here, homie."
I'll be back.
Yeah,
I'll
he
be
didn't
back.
come back.
All I need is 3 minutes.
He definitely did. I would have took it downstairs to the car. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Give me about 3 minutes.
He definitely didn't come back. But yeah, that's like. After that situation I talked about with the chick that just rode bikes, like I told myself I would never date another chick that rode a motorcycle, and then I ended up
lie detector.
Yeah,
determined that was a lie.
That fucked up because you know I hooked up with Tommy's homegirl. Fucking I can't even say her name.
Oh yeah.
But you know, like that was always a goal of mine. I guess you can call it a goal. That was just something on the bucket list type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like as a young stunner coming into the game, saw this broad, I was like, damn, that'd be great, you know? And then I got the chance, and then I guess I fumbled it because I was a broke ass nigga at the time. But so be it. No big deal. Funny story.
No.
Let me tell you a funny story. So the same chick that I had a crush on, right? Like I was broke. I didn't have no job. I was living at the homie's house, and she was like, "Yo, I'm gonna fly out and come see you." I was like, "All right, bet." I was sleeping on the couch, like literally sleeping on a fucking couch. You know what I'm saying? And she ended up buying me a king size air mattress.
That's my homie right there.
For that weekend.
She's
a real one.
Yo, for real.
I'm not even knocking it. Like, she
Yeah.
100% is a real one. Because for you to fly out and sleep with me on an air mattress, like, that's insane.
She's not in it for the
Nothing else but love.
Just
Yeah, for the love of the game. But so there's plenty. I'm not saying that every girl that rides a motorcycle is a slut. I'm not saying that. Just so everybody is aware of that.
Because honestly, like, there are really some good girls out there.
Yeah, there are genuine girls out there.
Because there are some relationship, like, there's some like couples out there that have some good relationships, like in the bike scene.
Drea and Bruce.
Outlaw
Alec and his wife.
Okay, I don't really know them personally, but then you even got like the Level Up couple, Alec and
I thought they
Trush.
were brother and sister.
No,
I swear to God, I thought
no,
they were brother and
they're
sister.
dating.
What the hell?
Right?
They look the same to me.
No, they're dating, bro.
Oh shit! I had no idea. I
Right?
always thought they were brother and sister.
No, they're dating. I'm pretty sure.
Fuck, my bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, they're a couple, bro.
Damn.
They're a couple.
I fucking dead serious.
Right?
I had
I'm
no
fucked up
idea.
right now because I'm thinking like, I'm pretty sure they're dating.
Yeah, no, I really thought that they were brother and sister. I was like, damn, these fools are killing it. Like, they've known each other their whole life type shit.
Probably getting some girls in the live now.
Oh, some girls. Hey,
Shit. If a girl, listen, hold on. If the girls have any type of,
we will invite you to the live, and
Yeah.
you will be more than welcome to talk. If you have any input on this shit, as long as you're not talking shit about us.
I mean, honestly, even if you do,
Even if you do, all right, well,
Whatever.
even if you do have something to say about us, you are more than
Yeah.
welcome to send an invite.
Yo,
We got Jack fucking on the live right
Yeah.
now, so he will accept your invite. Just hit the invite, and we'll let you come in and say your piece. Because
Only hand says we have plenty to say. Laugh my ass off.
oh my
oh
god,
no, you had your time.
nah,
Barbie said that.
You
oh my god,
Alana's had her times to we've all seen the Instagram stories. That's it. You're done. You're over it. Your last month. We're on to. We need some new stories. All right.
or if you want to go live and stand on business, just
Yeah, if you try-
don't say no fucking names. We're not here to bash any
Yeah,
exes.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. We
that's-
don't wanna-
That's not our goal. Yeah, we're not sitting here bashing any exes. We're not saying any names, like none of that kind of shit. But if you have a story you want to tell, that's perfectly fine. But this is not an episode to be throwing people's name. What's that? Defamation? Defamation. You know we make up words on this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Don't act brand
we
new.
got our own thesaurus.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, we're not here to ruin anybody's character type shit.
Yeah.
We're just speaking on
Because
our,
that and there's also there's three sides to the story. You know,
yeah,
what I'm
his,
saying?
hers, and the
so,
truth. 100%.
You know, because I definitely have.
Everything's always happened. You got to remember this. You loved that motherfucker at one time.
Yeah, at one point you was all booed up with
At
him.
one time, you would have wiped his ass if he needed
Yeah,
it.
some of these dudes ain't even got homes, and you was out here talking about I love you because he has some Instagram followers. That shit is crazy.
So go ahead, tell us your story.
Oh, I mean, so there was definitely some stories. Like I remember one time, me and the homie, we was out with these two chicks, and we was chilling with them the whole night. And the one girl's like, she's like, my boyfriend's calling. She's like, I gotta walk away. Me and the homie look at each other like, boyfriend?
That's crazy.
Like, what you mean boyfriend, right? So, you know, the whole time she's like, you could hear her arguing with her. She's like, I'm out. She's like, whatever.
It's a girls' night.
Yeah, like, and I'm just like, man, that's crazy. Like, I'll be mad as hell if that was my chick. I mean, but then again, it's like,
What are you gonna do? Like arguing on the phone ain't gonna stop her from getting some D.
yeah, especially and no,
Gonna
sure enough,
encourage it.
yeah, sure enough, she was out of state. You know what I'm saying? Like, they came here, and you know, so it's like at the end of the day, like, damn, dog, it's like, what are you really gonna do?
Yeah. You gonna fucking slap me through the phone?
You know, it's like, yo, bro, like, just let it happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Have any of you guys watching ever called your girl and she's acting sus and you know she's with dudes?
100%. Yeah. 100%.
I mean, I think, you know how many times I've been blocked for a night?
Bro, or the location gets shut off.
Yeah. You know, how
My
many
phone
times-
died.
You know what's crazy? You want to know what's actually crazy? Is like, same chick. She pulled this when I first met her. She was like, "Oh yeah, let me just shut my location off, right?"
Yeah.
And then it's like a couple years later, it's like my dumb ass is dating her, you know, because We love wars.
Of course.
And she's like, yeah, no, my phone died. And I'm like,
And then you go on their story and they post it like in the middle of the night.
no, it's not even that. It's just like, it's like,
I don't believe any of that shit. But see, like, I'm a firm believer, like, if you don't want to be somebody, like, instead of cheating, just break up with the motherfucker. Like, I would, so look, if I had my chick, right, and I had a 10 out of 10, straight from Colombia, was just banging, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I was willing to go down that road, I would hit up my chick, be like, yo, it's over.
I mean, so I feel, all right, so how about this? So now, let's just say you are dating a girl in the bike scene, right? How do you feel about dudes sliding in their DM?
I mean, it's going to happen either way.
Right? So
Yeah.
now I feel like, is that more of a character on the people around you? Because I'll tell I'll tell you right now, like there's people very close to us that has done it multiple times, and they try to make like those very subtle, like could be borderline, like, oh, you were killing it at the lot today.
Shut the fuck up.
It's like, first off, first off, she sucks. Okay, it's like,
who are you watching?
Yeah, it's like she was not good. Okay, she barely did anything. So don't fucking try to hype her up. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's like you got those dudes, right? But then it's like, so you have that aspect of it, but then you also have the aspect of how is she handling it? You know what I mean? Like,
that's to me, it's all up to her. So like, I was dating a chick that was doing OnlyFans, right? And she told me, she was like, yo, like, do you want to know if some of your people like subscribe to my shit? I was like, no. I don't want to know who wants to see your butthole. Like, I'm not. The more I don't know, like, you know, they're paying for my food, for whatever I need. So like, I don't really care. They're supporting you, cool. But like, if it's a sliding your DM, like, let me try to hit type shit, then yeah, I'm gonna have a kind of an issue with it, you know. But like, in the long run, I don't have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're females, you know, they're attractive. That's why we get with them. You feel me? So it's like, I 100% understand. But I've never been the type of dude to slide in a DM and fucking try to spit game in abroad, because I hate rejection. I can't do it.
Thrive off of it.
I can't.
Oh, you left me on the scene?
Yeah.
So I left you speechless.
Oh god.
So I left you speechless is what you're telling me.
Yeah, I can't do it, bro. Like, there's not a single girl in the whole scene world that can say that I slid in their DM and was trying to spit game. Not at all. Unless it's on Tinder.
Notice how I stay quiet.
I mean, that's cool. Everybody's different, you know?
Nah, but okay, so like, all right, that's fine. But then I feel like, because like the girls also thrive off of that, because there's certain girls.
It's a boost. It's an ego boost for them.
There's certain girls we're getting.
Oh, what do you guys say, Boom?
Yeah.
I'm saying, you guys have any crazy stories of couples arguing? Like,
Nah.
Really?
Nah, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't seen any couples fighting like in the
What about dudes getting caught up, or anybody getting caught up?
Not at ride-outs.
What?
Yeah, because they're 90% of the time we're out of state.
Yeah, I mean,
And your girl's not with you, and if your girl's with you, you ain't gonna go do no hoe shit. I mean, you know what I mean, that I know of.
yeah, I mean, if you do, that they kept it to
That's
themselves.
crazy.
Yeah.
If you fucking brought your girl and you're still trying to go do some hoe shit, or your girl went out and do. Actually, I do know a story about that. This dude brought this chick that was
name drop the ride at least.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
The year
2019. This dude brought this chick, right? And like, he's like, yo, this is my girl. I remember because it was a hood ride. He was like, yo, this is my girl, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, what's up? Nice to meet you.
Nah, this is our girl.
Yeah, literally. So fucking, I want to say Saturday, we were all at the after party, and like, I see them arguing, and I see her go up to another rider, and that dude's like, yo, let's go, let's get out of here, and then peel out with some other dude. I was like, yo, that's the most gangster feeling ever. It's got to be, right? To just, you brought a chick from out of state, at least a 4+ hour drive from wherever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then next thing you know, you're like in your hotel room by yourself with all of her clothes, and she's out fucking getting smashed and passed.
Oh God, yeah.
That's gut wrenching.
Yeah. 7 says, or pulling up uninvited.
That's what happened with the first story I was talking about. Like, she would pull up to stunt shows that I would be at because I was part of Dub C. She would pull up to stunt shows One time she pulled up to the stunt show, right? And I was hella mad. I was pissed, right? So I went in front of her. I did a 6-gear burnout on my FRI, like straight in her face.
Bam.
And I blew my motor. And then I dropped my motor on the ground and I walked away because I was in a club, so I had prospects at the time. So they picked up the bike and fucking like walked it away, right? And then like she was with like 4 of her homegirls and she walked up. She was like, "You're fucking stupid, blah, 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 blah." I was like, just leave. Like, just leave,
Yeah,
please. Just leave.
home.
She was like, "I ain't fucking going nowhere." So I look around.
That's how you know they loved you.
Yeah, it's true. She did love me for sure. It's probably
So
probably just because of your nose.
If you are dating in the scene, what would be the ground rules?
Here's my thing, ready?
I don't think there's ground rules.
Yeah, there has to be. Like, okay, here's the thing, ready? Like, so especially if you're, especially no,
Literally,
especially
just
with the
don't do
dudes,
it.
because they be getting the most salty, right? Because I mean, I've been there too. You got the guys, right, that date girls. Sometimes they might steal it from another dude or whatever. Or no, yeah, no, they steal. Yeah, we call it. Yeah,
it's never steal if it's not really yours, and is it really
it's just
anybody's?
your turn. It's just your turn. They get their turn with her, right? And then they get mad when you guys either break up super quick or like, and then like, you know, there's a bunch of dudes trying to get at it. Like I said earlier, like you holding up the line, bro. Like, listen,
I hate that terminology. It just turns my gut a little bit.
Yeah, bro, we've all been there. There was a line for all of them.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But like, you got dudes that will legitimately like freak out. But I'm like, you don't understand. When you met her, she
With somebody else's.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now that you guys broke up, like she's out on the prowl, you know? And then you're out here like all mad. Like you can't be mad for the person that you picked. You know what I'm saying? This is who she was beforehand. You know what I mean? Now, there's also the other side of it where, because I've also had this too, where there's girls.
Kanye has turned a hoe into a housewife, though.
We've all have.
I haven't.
Right? So you got the guys that are with girls, and those girls aren't really putting themselves out there like that, right? And then you still have these other dudes who ride that think just because they ride or because they got more followers, or whatever, that they have their chance, and they're shooting their shot with her, you know. And they got the
and vice versa.
And they got
and girls
it's
shoot
like
their shots too.
Yeah, and the girls are like, hey, like they're not really giving that vibe off, and yet they're still trying. Because trust me, all of my exes have showed me most of the DMs. Definitely not all of them. Not the ones that they wanted me to see. But I've seen a lot of dudes who are either I'd be at the lot with, I'd be riding with, and they be saying some real borderline shit.
Yeah, but do you consider those your fucking boys? Like motherfuckers that you could call if you needed something type shit?
No, so 100%. Now, this is another thing, but everybody has to learn too, right? There's people that, in this community, right? You got people that you ride with, right? You might see them every day.
Right.
But these are
not
people
even every day, maybe just a Sunday.
Or even if you do see them every day, these are people that you just ride with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand there's friends and there's people that you're just around.
Right.
Like I'm just here to enjoy the ride and ride with a pack and like everybody kill it together, right? And have a good time. That doesn't make you a good person. There's a lot of pieces of shit dudes out here, a lot of pieces of shit dudes and girls, you know, that are just out here for their own selfish reasons.
Try to
you
get
have
what they
to,
can
yeah,
out of each
and
other
you have to remember, just because you're around them all the time, that doesn't make them your friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
there's a lot of people I trust riding a wheelie next to me, and not a lot of people I trust at my house.
exactly my point. 100%. Like you know, like there's like everybody here has been to my house, but that doesn't
Very
mean,
few. There's a limited amount.
doesn't mean that I'm gonna invite everybody to my house.
There's never going to be a party at my crib.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And if there is, it's a very small party.
Right.
So people have to learn that too. So it's like, you know, a lot of guys are like, oh well, you know, I see this guy all the time, blah blah blah, and he slid in my girl's DM. Well, how did she react to it?
Yeah.
Was she entertaining it, or was she straight up like, or did she shut it down?
Yeah.
Because that's what you have to worry about the most.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of chicks that feed off of it.
Oh,
They're
100%.
like, oh, they love that, or like they'll even throw it in your face, like, oh look, your boy's in my DM.
Man.
Your
Ugh.
boy's in my DM. It's like, first off, bitch, is it my boy? It's like, no, you giving that vibe off, so that's really not a good
Why does
look
he
for
feel
you.
confident enough to do that?
Yeah, man. I mean, like, come on. So it's like, I feel like guys need to learn that. That's the biggest thing, like, you know, because trust me, there's some guys out that are mad at me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you did with this with so and so. It's like, so did everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Am I the only one? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I the only one?
Or am I the only one that you know
Yeah,
of?
like, why are you mad at me, though? Why are you mad at me and not everybody else? Because it's a long list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree with that 100%. Like there's never a situation where you see a broad and it's like, oh damn, like that's my boy's chick, like type shit. You feel me?
yeah.
And like I said, I don't slide into DMs, bro. I hate rejection. That's like my thing. But
Yeah.
a lot of motherfuckers will try to stir the pot with
Oh,
some
yeah,
shit.
for
You
sure.
know what I mean? And
Well, there's, you know what, too? There's even guys that will get salty because they're like infatuated, like with certain girls.
right.
They're like, oh, like this is my dream girl. And like they might have like, what they do? Like maybe like kiss her or something.
Oh,
Right.
oh my God.
Right? Right?
Dog, what about motherfuckers they never met and still getting mad at you like, yo, bro, like we were talking for months and
Yeah,
you're
like,
over at her house.
were you though? Or were you just responding to her, to her
Yeah.
pictures?
She was just being nice to you.
There's dudes out there that like will like they like kiss the girl and then they're like infatuated with that girl and then they're like, you know, and then all of a sudden they start dating somebody else and then now they're mad at that person. It's like, bro, like
Yeah, but why date him?
I mean you ain't wrong. I don't know.
You know, like
We all make bad decisions.
there's like me myself personally, like there's brackets, levels to this shit. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like me being able to claim you as my chick, you feel like there's big levels to this shit. Like I got to see how you are as a person, how you act on the social media shit. Like just a lot is a vibe type shit. You know what I mean? And as far as like posting half naked pictures on your stories,
Yeah, yo,
and acting like a bad bitch type shit when you know like I don't know, you want attention from other dudes, but you supposedly trying to be with me type shit. You feel?
yeah, that's another thing.
Now, if you're making money off of it, I respect the hustle. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Okay,
if you're doing it for the free, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, so let's talk about that too because it's like so a lot of guys do associate girls that do have like OnlyFans and stuff like that,
Right.
and they associate them in a certain type of light, right? As someone that had a chick that did OnlyFans, right? That
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean that she is a certain type of person,
Right.
So now they've
I mean, she was a stripper too, but yeah. She was.
How do you feel about like dudes just straight like saying like absolute vulgar shit to like, you know?
Vulgar isn't like mean or like,
Or
yo,
like
I'm
just
trying to
like-
raw dog you.
Yeah, like saying like wild shit. Because I've seen some crazy DMs like that too. Like, because I feel like that's another thing too. Like, that's like to stick up for the girls almost on this part. Like, a lot of guys say some wild shit to these girls, like because they have OnlyFans, so they'll sit there and like say some crazy shit. And it's and let me tell you, there's dudes that are like pretty popular that has said some wild shit that I've seen, and I'm like, bro, like,
Some OGs.
yeah, yeah. I'm like, yo, dude, like you can't say that.
Nah, but I mean, so a lot of people think that because, let's say, because you do OnlyFans, like, oh, cool, I'm just going to send her a dick pic. Maybe she'll put me on a video, or maybe that's what she wants to see. I've never met a chick that's like, yo, send me a picture of your dick. I haven't. I mean, maybe you have, but I've never have. You know, that's one of those like things that you just like, hello, you know.
Bike scene is a no-no. There's a lot of people that agree with you guys.
Yeah, we're not like
Disagree with us.
It's hard. It's hard to fucking date in the scene because like one, they've been in the scene. Two, you know that they're attractive to some other rider because you're doing what they love to do. You know what I'm saying? And 99.9% of the time, you're not the first stunt rider that chick has been with, and vice versa. You know, you're not going to be the first dude that she's been with. You know, so
Yeah,
it's like,
I mean, for me, I usually started off.
so that's another thing. Like,
I usually, you know what? I want everybody to buy a badge because I be helping y'all out. All right, I be bringing them to y'all. So buy a
there's-
badge for that shit.
There's plenty of situations where I've seen like I even brought a girl into the scene. I bought her a bike and fucking I let her be free, and she ended up I ended up like trying to wife her up
Yeah.
as a fiance, and then she ended up smashing like some dude I know like religiously, and then his wife hit me up and was like, "Yo, just so you know, like this happened." I was like, "Oh,
Yo.
damn."
So Nicole says, literally shitting on females in the scene, but these men are the most easily accessible.
Not me.
Anyways,
Not
so-
me.
Whoa,
You can
whoa,
ask.
we're not shit.
Not
Look,
me.
we're
Yeah,
not shitting on
any
anybody
girls.
in the
If
scene.
you paid attention, I was actually sticking up for a lot of
We're
them.
not
so.
shitting on anybody in the scene.
Yeah.
We're not trying to say that every girl that rides a motorcycle is a fucking whore. You know
Yeah,
what I
like,
mean?
that
And
was-
not every dude that rides a motorcycle is a piece of shit. That's gonna send you a fucking dick pic. You know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that's what we're trying to.
Enough with your outlandish comments.
We're trying to fucking let that be known, but we're giving you our experiences and what we see in the scene so that others will be able to take notice before they try to jump into a relationship with a situationship type shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, back to your
my
shit.
question. Back to my question. Ready? So you get a girl, right? And let's just say you bring her into the bike scene, right?
Okay.
Now after y'all break up, she ends up running through the whole she run through a bunch of dudes.
In the scene.
Yeah, in the scene.
Yeah.
What do you think is worse, that or her specifically finding one dude and sticking with that one dude? Because that means that she kind of had her eyes on that.
I would rather option number 2.
Number 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%. Because like I would respect it for not just trying to find out which key fills a hole.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
You feel me? Like that's my aspect of it. You know?
Sriracha Sarah says 99% of men are easily accessible.
Hey.
Whoa.
hey,
see,
hey.
now that's being
See, that was because I'm
That's
very
being-
select.
that's
on-
crazy. That's crazy because
Yeah.
I've only dated. So like I've only dated 2 chicks in the scene that ride. Like not even in the scene. Only one was in the scene
Yeah, I could say that only in the stunt scene. No,
in the bike scene.
I was gonna say in the stunt scene, I never dated any of them. I brought one to
Right.
the stunt scene, so you're welcome.
So your accomplishments?
Yeah, you're. The other one, she wasn't in the stunt scene.
Right.
She rode. The other girls rode.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
The difference between bike life girls and stunt girls.
Bike
No,
life
honestly-
girls are on the quads shaking ass.
no, because actually, crazy enough, right? So don't get it twisted. I feel like the bike community itself, if you can put it all together, because I heard some wild shit about girls that ride track. Like there was some very popular name. She has a lot of followers, right? Shorty was in an Airbnb with some dude who had a wife, kids, and a whole other thing, and they was doing the thing like where the whole Airbnb was like, bro, we heard you.
I'm about to get into track riding.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? And then there's times where I've heard girls they've been ran through the whole fucking, they Cowie, Honda, this one, that one, da-da-da.
But I think that like for us as guys, like we're adrenaline junkies, we're thrill seekers, we're this or that. You know what I'm saying? But like there are niggas out there that have standards for certain shit. Like I've had pee thrown at me, and it's like,
Yeah, 100%.
I'm good, sweetheart. You know what I'm saying?
I've had a girl DM me and she's like, hey, do you do tandem? And I was like, not with you.
Yeah,
Not with you. Like, sorry. And let's talk about that too. Like, you got these girls that are willing to they're like, they see some dudes willing, like, I just want to get on that.
yeah,
Like, that's crazy for me too. Like,
I'm good.
and then these dudes end up wifing them.
Yeah,
Bro,
I'm fucking old, bro. I need a wife. You know what I'm saying?
I need somebody to cook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like
trying
these girls are out here, they don't cook, they don't clean, they don't do your laundry, they don't do nothing. But then
I don't even need laundry and shit. I just need to come home, see some ass in my kitchen with some food, and just
Right?
take care of my dog. Like I'll pay for everything.
I feel like that's
I'll
not
simp the fuck out. I don't
that's
give
not
a
much
fuck.
to ask for, right?
That's not. It's not.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But
But now we're not talking about girls in the scene. We're talking about
I'm talking about
Women
the
in
fuck I
general?
want. Who needs a green card?
yeah, just women
Who
in
needs
general.
a fucking green card.
Yeah.
But no, so yeah, back to topic. My bad.
Yeah.
So no chicks have wanted to tap in and have anything to fucking say about.
Yeah,
this
any
situation.
girls want to
you want to join.
No, nobody wants to join because you know what? They don't really want to say what they have to say because they don't want to argue about fucking shit because we have a certain point that we're basing everything off of. Like,
All right, fine. Well,
I want to know if girls feel the same way. Like girls are like, I'm not dating a dude in the bike scene.
I think there are certain.
I've heard
I was
some girls.
talking to a homegirl in my DMs earlier, like just a friend, obviously, and fucking, she was like, yeah, I'll never date a dude that rides because like motherfuckers be abusive, fucking power hungry, like not masculine as shit, just be like some soft ass bitches. Now, you gotta remember, just because you're good on a bike or you can clutch up a wheelie, it doesn't mean that you're a solid dude.
Yeah, no.
Or it doesn't mean that you're a fucking, you got your life together. I was a brokest stunt rider for the last 10 fucking years.
So why do you think girls do pick guys in the scene though? Because there's a lot of girls that only pick guys in the scene.
I think it's because of the following and because of, I mean, there could be a genuine like trying to grow and build something with, you know what I'm saying? I think there are girls out there that want that, but I also think that there are a lot of girls that can try to manipulate or try to get out what they can out of a person.
Yeah, I think
it's the same thing on both spectrums. I think there's guys that see chicks that got money, you know, shit like that, and try to fucking flip a couple dollars and get some pee and hang that plaque on the wall type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I took that down type shit. You know what I mean?
For me, I be seeing a lot of, I feel like when I see a lot of like couples getting, or like certain girls messing with certain guys, I'm like, I be seeing certain shit like on stories and stuff. Like, I'm like, you only dating these dudes just so you can get your free labor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you get free labor. You get, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to trailer your bike to the lot. They're going to do a lot of extra shit for you. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're going to use their connections, their sponsorships, their all that just to kind of weasel your way in.
So do you think that the girls gain more out of dating a bike dude than a guy will?
Absolutely.
I agree 100%.
100%.
Sriracha Sarah brings up a point. She says, if I stunt ride and I'm with a guy that can't, I feel like I'm the man in the relationship.
Oof. So she said, if I'm on
join in?
Sarah, tap
yeah, join in already because you got some good points.
Yeah, Sarah's on point. So she said that if I'm on a stunt ride with a dude, you know, that she's talking to, whatever the case, and he can't wheelie, she feels like she's what's the word?
More masculine.
More masculine. Yeah. I mean, that's a personal belief. Like, I personally don't want my chick to wheelie because I don't want no nigga looking at her. Like, it's not about me being insecure. It's just like, I don't want her to go down that route.
Yeah. So here's my point of view of it, right? So if you are genuinely into that person and you genuinely...
It doesn't matter.
If you love that person, then there's other aspects in that relationship that he can take control of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if he can't wheelie, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? But do you guys come home and does he, you know what I'm saying, take care of the house? Like, if something, you know what I'm saying? Like, other masculine things, like, hey, does he fix the car? Does he do other shit? Like, does he tell you shut up when you need to tell you shut up? And you're like, okay, I like that. You know what I'm saying? So really, at the end of the day, I feel like that shouldn't be much of an excuse to be like, well, I can only date somebody in the scene. There's plenty of other ways that they can make up for that. You know what I'm saying? And it goes both ways. Like, a guy can date girls that don't wheelie or aren't in the scene. You know what I'm saying? Like, because for me, it's like, when I ride, that's kind of that's my freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like, my alone time. I don't want to have to deal with, like, because I've dealt with it before. Like, dude, there was a point where, if you guys remember, like, I couldn't stand coming to the lot.
Yeah.
Because it's like, hey, can you take videos of me? Can you do this? Can you do that? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like that when you get, well, you know, like, we all have it. You got that nagging girlfriend at home, and now you have it at the lot. You have it everywhere. It never leaves you. You know what I'm saying? I'll fucking blow my brains out. So,
Only Hands says, I only date in the scene because no one else understands this shit. Riding till 4 a.m. outside every day, guys, girls outside the scene don't understand the life, and I'm not arguing over it.
But the thing is about that, like, that's different because for me, me writing is my escape from reality.
But think because y'all break up and she's never gonna talk to another biker is insane and unrealistic.
But hold on. So riding a motorcycle to me is my way to express the way I feel, the getting out of the stress of fucking life and everything else, you know. And there are certain times where I'll be, you know, in a relationship and I'm like, yo, I got to get the fuck out of here. I just need to go ride.
I need to go ride.
Yeah, I need to get the fuck out. The last thing I want to do is see you next to me like, son of a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So fucking, like, I get it, but, you know, like, dating out, I'll tell you from personal experience, like, I've been trying to date out the scene for a long fucking time, and it's really hard, and not because of I put the motorcycle shit first, you know, because I did that for almost 15 years.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
like, I agree with her on the point that other people outside the scene don't understand why we do what we do. Like,
been through
I
that
agree
before.
with that. But as far as like dating in the scene and having to see your ex float around and like it's definitely fucking awkward. Like if I saw my ex at a fucking ride out, I would dip. You know what I mean? Just because that's me. Like
I'm gonna pull up with something better than that.
I mean, I might leave and come back with
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm gonna leave because
You know?
like my mind's gonna be racing on some stupid ass shit just
Yeah.
because like my emotions and shit were attached. But I'm talking like long term
Yeah.
like relationship, not just no fucking. Here, you want some more?
Yeah.
Not just some, not some just short term type shit. You feel me? So like that's why I do my best to date outside the scene so that the bike shit can be more of my escape from everything. So I completely understand as far as dating in the scene, and then once shit goes south, like the last thing you want to do is fucking see your ex out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And trying to be. Hold on, I see the comments on here now. Sriracha Sarah says, "Try and be on good terms with your ex." Sarah, how the fuck are
Yeah,
you gonna
that's
be
so
on
hard.
good terms with the
That's
motherfucker?
super hard.
So, man,
How's my homeboy's dick?
you know what I'm saying? So like.
Hey, does he hit the spots that I'm hitting? You know what I'm saying? Like,
So like it's so hard to end things cordially.
Yeah.
It's so hard to end things cordially for many reasons. One, I still have to see you out and about. I still have to act like there's no feelings, no connection, no shit, nothing like that. You know what I mean? When there is, because if I see you with another dude, like as a man's intuition and spirit,
like-
it's still gonna kick you in the fucking nuts.
no, 100%.
You know, and girls may be able to take that and put it to the side because somebody else is giving them the attention.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Their
So like,
attention, yeah,
if I break up with somebody and I'm instantly in another relationship, of course I'm gonna forget. You know what I mean? So it's like, cool, like I'm out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
cool. Yeah. What's up, girl? Yeah. Peace out. Yeah. A-Town down. You know what I
See
mean?
you later.
Yeah. That's it. But if not, it's like, fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah,
that
I
bitch.
can't stand
You know,
this
I'm
bitch's face.
I'm about to slash her tires and cut
Yeah.
her brake line.
Like, yeah, that's the last thing you want to do.
But
Is see her out
it's Sarah, it's hard to just get over some shit like that. You know, especially if you're in a situationship like, say the motherfucker beat on you. Are you just gonna let that shit slide? You're just gonna be cool with seeing that dude out there? And I'm not saying this ever happened to you, but I'm giving an example. If this dude beat the shit out of you and then you guys break up, are you gonna be cool with seeing this dude at a fucking ride though? Are you gonna be cool with fucking, you know, going out and partying with this dude? And then, you know, as a fact, you're out partying, the dude's gonna get drunk and come up and try to say something to you because he's gonna have that liquid courage.
Dude, there was one time. I'm not gonna mention names, but if he sees this, he's gonna die laughing. So we was out, right, and it was at one of the after parties, and it was packed, right. So I have basically my back against the wall, and they actually end up getting into it, right, and they're sitting there arguing, right, and the place is so packed that I couldn't get away. So they're sitting here like this, and I'm looking at both of them, and I'm like, I don't want to be here right now. And they like, homie he started laughing and just like turned around and walked away.
Yeah, fuck
you know what I'm saying? And like, I feel like because I know them kind of, I feel like they kind of are cordial, but at the same time, it's like when shit like that happens,
Yeah.
you know, like there's only so much you can be.
I can be cordial about some shit, especially depending on how it ends. You feel like
Yeah.
I get it. You know, if you fucking next day instantly pop up in a fucking relationship,
Yeah, it's like, come on.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's fucking crazy. Don't be a hoe.
Or like if one day you just decide to just talk to some dude online, up and move.
Tommy, no more.
That's
live with him.
Tommy.
live with-
That's enough. That's the last cup for you.
Tommy's getting cut off by Boom.
Why am I cut off? Tell Jay to mind his own.
West Coast Boom said.
Why am I cut off?
That's enough.
Oh my
Because I'm
god,
talking shit.
this is crazy.
I got cut off.
So it's crazy that not a single female wanted to tap in on this whole conversation.
Who?
Hold on. Cheers, Sarah. Salud.
All right, we're good.
All right.
All right.
All right, Sarah. Go ahead and say your piece. What's up? What is your 2 cents on the situation? Because I'm really fucking curious to know.
Okay, so like mainly all y'all talked about was like how girls are gonna act afterwards. But like if I break up and I'm in the stunt scene, like I'm not looking for, I feel like decent girls. I'm not looking for the next guy. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm
Right.
like in the stunt scene, I'm at ride outs to like wheelie and do my own thing. Like I'm not looking for my ex. I'm not like caring what he's doing. We're on like good terms. Like we can be mature, like not like shoving it in each other's faces, but
Right.
like I'm not there to look for other men that wheelie because that doesn't impress me. Like
Right.
I'm there for me.
As you should be.
Yeah.
Like whether it's a relationship or not. We're not saying, so that's the thing. We're not saying that because you showed up at a ride or a stunt ride because of him to try to flex on him or any kind of shit like that. What I'm saying is like there may be feelings from one party or another party. You see what I mean? Especially if you're the guy that brought her into the scene and not exposed, but like introduced her to numerous amount of stunt riders, or she knew nothing about it and you're the one that exposed. I mean, so perfect example. Say you brought some content creator to his first stunt ride in Broward, right? And then he's like, oh yeah, fucking there's some bad bitches here. I'm gonna go on a ladies ride, right? And then he just starts plowing through a ladies ride. Would you feel a certain type of way about it? Especially if you love the dude, you put a lot of effort and money and all this, that, you guys live together, all this and that. Would you feel a certain type of way if every time you went to a ladies ride, he was there?
Well, that would be really weird because it is a ladies' ride. Like, why are you there, bro?
He's trying to get some ladies.
But that's the whole thing. Like, you shouldn't even been there in the first place. It's only a ladies' ride.
We had one guy at the ladies' ride in Chicago and he crashed.
What an idiot! Yeah.
Okay, well maybe
Who came to his aid?
maybe a bad example. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say what I'm trying to say is like I get it. I get what you mean by being cordial with an ex. Like I 100% get that, you know? But what I'm saying is like if you dedicate a year or two into a relationship and you guys split up and shit just goes sideways and you guys can't become friends or keep it cordial, like, would you feel a certain type of way every time you saw that dude?
I mean, yeah, like it might upset me and whatever, but also like, am I gonna let that ruin what I love? Like, why should I have to give that up?
Right.
So I have a choice. I'm gonna either let that bother me, how he acts, or I'm gonna like control how I react to that and just do my own thing.
Right, as you should. And you know what I mean? Like nobody's saying that you shouldn't, but people deal with situations differently because every situation, every relationship gets ended differently, is, you know, stuff like that. So like I'm saying with my personal experience, like if I saw somebody I was trying to take serious with just pop out at a stunt ride knowing damn well they shouldn't be there, I'm going to dip out because I'm not trying to get in my feels. I'm not trying to start no drama. I'm not trying to be a dumbass, basically. You know what I mean? And that was just part of me growing up, because if I was back in my 20s, I definitely would have fucking crashed out, you know, but that's just, there's a lot that goes into it. It's not just one scenario, you know what I mean? So like, have you been in that situation where you saw your ex at a stunt ride and, you know, you guys were able to keep it cordial and just fucking ride it out and fucking hang out, chill, this, that, and the other?
So my ex, like, he taught me how to wheelie and like brought me into the stunt scene, but
Okay.
like we were together like 7 years, but we ended on a note that was like, there's no need to like shove that in each other's faces. Like if we're at ride outs, we're there to ride. Like we both don't want to deal with that drama. Like we want to do what we love. So like
So it sounds like you guys are just pretty mature about it.
Yeah, that's a huge mature make. I mean, you guys have known each other. You said you guys were together for 7 years. Like, you know a lot about each other, how each other move, and it sounded like you guys didn't disrespect each other to a level where you're just like, yo, fuck this motherfucker. You know, I'm about to just go out and do whatever.
Yeah, I think we're more talking about, you know, yeah. There's other situations where like you know, people break up and they make it very public, and then you know, you got, you know, either the guy or the girl, and they start trying to run through that either friend group or
Right.
you know, scene in general. But it sounds like you guys are just kind of super mature about it. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't.
Props. Like
Yeah,
major
more,
props to you.
More
guys.
kudos to you. I mean, now that this is gonna happen, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure your DMs are gonna probably light the fuck up now after this shit. But, you know, but
every scene though, there's like people that can actually like think correctly and be mature about things and not want to like cause more toxicity in their life, and then there's people that will run through the whole scene. Like I saw that in like sports, like it's sports, motorcycles, it doesn't matter.
So let me ask you this:
it's people.
Tig wants to know: have you dated anybody since him?
No.
Okay.
He brought me into the scene. We were together 7 years. Yeah.
So
I appreciate him bringing me into the scene, teaching me, so I would never try to like ruin what he loves too.
Right. So let me ask you this: if you were to look for a relationship, or you just happened, would you rather date a guy in the scene or a guy outside of the scene? If you had your preference right now, and there was a gun to your head, and you had 4 seconds to decide, or the Henny bottle gets it.
Neither, then I'll just stay by myself.
So you'd rather be single than try to stir up any bullshit or just try to make anybody feel uncomfortable, or what would be your reason behind that?
I made the comment about if she's doing wheelies and stuff and dates a guy who can't barely ride.
Yeah,
okay, hold on. Here's my question now, right? Who works on your bike when it's broken now? Now what do you do?
I plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth. Come on.
Exactly. No.
Come
You won't lie
on.
now. What are you gonna do if your bike breaks down? Like,
Come
now what?
on. Who fixes your bike?
Call my ex.
Respect.
Hey,
Respect.
hey.
Respect.
Is my guy there right now? He's in the background, like, you know, when you got them blocked, when you got everybody, you know, when you got your ex blocked, you got them blocked, but they still in the bed. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, respect for that though. Yeah. Hey, so let me ask you this: what do you look for as far as a dude? If you were to date in the scene, what are some red flags that would instantly set you off?
Like obvious things like social media. If he's under like if his name is under like every girl's post. Like all of us girls talk. Guys think we don't talk. All of us girls talk. So we'll hit each other up, and they're like, "Oh no, he's in my DMs." Like,
Tommy's out of the picture.
guys are so dumb. So we all know everything. So it's like, nope, I don't want that because he's been messaging like all of my friends.
Yeah, no, agreed. There's a lot of fucking dudes.
Yo,
like,
if you guys could see the face that Boom's giving me right now, he's like, "You need to stop drinking."
They're pissing me off.
no, we're not done. But Jack, can you hold the fucking phone? Sarah's giving gold right now, 100%.
Yeah, whatever, bro.
So that's their criteria. All of you girls sit and talk about all these. We won't call them dirtbags, but we'll call them guys in the scene that, you know, sit and try to spit game at each other, this, that, and the other. So what do you girls think about dating in the scene? As far as a girl, what do you think about dating in the stunt scene?
It's most likely not going to happen because most guys, we find shit out.
As far as like, oh, you mess with my homegirl, like you're in 1,000 other girls' DMs, like what do you mean by that?
Things I can't say on live.
You can say it on live.
We here right now.
There's no names. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like we're not throwing names. We're not throwing. You know, the only people that are gonna know are the dirtbags that are doing it. So, you know what I mean? So like,
But at the
we're
same time,
curious.
I know guys who talk to girls who talk to the same girl in the same girlfriend group. And
Yeah.
they've all been down that road.
So yeah. So like I'm curious to know like what are the signs? Like what is it?
I mean, I told you one of them.
Right.
So that, and then I don't know.
Come
I
on.
don't know past that.
Don't
I mean,
stop now. You're on a
Yeah.
roll.
but like wheelies don't impress me though. Like I can wheelie. I don't call myself a stunt rider. Like I just wheelie, but like, so wheelies don't impress me. So like, that's cool that you can wheelie and ride. Like I like that. It gets along with my life, but like, you've got to impress me with like other stuff.
As like being a genuine person, as far as not a piece of shit, have your life together, have your own, that kind of shit. Like, typical
Yeah.
shit outside of just riding motorcycles.
Honest. Yeah.
Got you. There you guys go. You got a list of things that you need to have in order to date any kind of chick, period, in life.
Well, there
Like,
you go.
I mean, that's just basic.
Don't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wheelies are a plus as far as I see. It's like a +1 in Mario Kart type shit.
Yeah, I guess, like
it's cool that you guys have the same kind of common and shit, but like, having proper your life together basically. Because there's a long time where I didn't have my fucking life together and I was still out doing my thing with people type shit. You know what I mean? And it worked for a little bit of time, but obviously it wasn't really happening type shit.
yeah,
but-
it'd be like that.
Okay, I feel that. So let me ask you, what else should we ask her since we finally got a girl to
So
fucking?
ultimately, what we've collectively come to understand is you just shouldn't date in the scene, or
I mean,
No,
basically,
I think what it comes down to is if you're gonna date someone, make sure that they're mature enough to handle the
breakup?
the breakup if there is one, or if they're actually able to just be mature enough in general.
Yeah.
And the whole situation, because obviously nobody ever wants to be like, well, nobody wants to talk about the breakup. But you have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, like it is what it is. So you have to kind of have that conversation, and those tough conversations that will kind of build better relationships anyways. Now we really sound like Jerry's like now we really sound like Dr. Phil.
So,
but
like-
if you're gonna do it, then
I mean,
pick someone
we
that's
didn't have that conversation prior. It was like, hey, what are we gonna do if we break up? Like, I didn't have that conversation.
yeah, setting ground rules is a great idea, and I think that's one thing that gets bypassed in the whole, especially in the beginning of the situation. So, like, I love my dog, right? And when I got my dog with, not with my ex, but I got it when I was with my ex, I told her straight up, I was like, yo, this dog is mine.
yeah.
Like, when I leave, my dog leaves with me, no matter what, right? So when we broke up, this motherfucker picked up my dog. And I said, yo, what are you doing? She goes, I'm taking it. No, you're fucking not. That's kidnapping. 100%. I'll call the cops. I'll call the fucking cops. But like, I think that 100%, I agree with you on that. You need to set ground rules in the beginning that like, yo, if this shit doesn't work out, like, we just have to be adults about the situation and just move forward with it. I think that's a big thing that all of us miss out on. And that's the one thing I've never talked about.
Nah,
That's
yeah,
a
I never.
good point.
Yeah, you
know what I
have
mean?
to talk about the
Yeah.
breakup.
No, that's huge. I mean, obviously, it's like we're never gonna break up, babe.
Yeah, no, I love you.
But we have to talk about it just in case. You know what I'm
Love you,
saying?
babe. Even
But
if-
no, that's a solid point, Sarah. You're 100% on
Don't
that.
jinx it.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but like most guys that I've asked, they all say like, no, I don't want to date a girl in the stunt scene.
Right.
I just
And
want to date a good girl. That's really it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
fucking.
Well, the thing is too is there's not a lot of girls in the scene.
That's what we.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about earlier. There are a lot of girls in the scene,
it is. Yeah, you just
especially with these ladies.
we're just
think
so,
about it.
Scene, yes. Stunt
No, but think about this, Jack.
We're just so no, but we're just so we just see the ones with all the followers and shit like that. There's girls out there that ride that have 400 or 500 followers.
The lady rides now are talking.
I don't know them. And if I don't know them yet.
There are a lot of girls out there that are starting to get into the scene, and there are going to be a lot more that are going to get into the scene, especially because like every time that there's a stunt ride now, there seems to be a lady ride.
Yeah.
So now that it's getting more, I hate to say the word, but co-ed with these out-of-state rides, and the ladies ride going to these rides, there's definitely going to be a lot more females at these rides.
Yeah.
So I hate to use a word, but there's going to be a lot more temptation. There's going to be a lot like, oh, yo, Joe Schmo's going to be there. I've always wanted to meet him. you know, and then next thing you know, boom. And then it's all because it's fucking Sarah. I'm just
Wait, what do you mean next thing you know, boom? What is boom?
next thing you know,
We're weak
not
men.
this boom.
Yeah. men
I'm
men are
talking
weak,
as
so
far
if you
as, like-
slide in his DM, he gonna answer.
I'm saying as far as like, I hate using names. I'm saying as far as, okay, let's say a big name YouTuber goes to a ride in Oklahoma, right? And a lot of girls follow this YouTuber. And like, I've always wanted to meet this YouTuber, you know? And, oh, he's going to be here. I'm going to go on this lady ride so I can meet him. So they end up meeting, and then next thing you know, like, homie might smash, and then, you know, next thing you know, they might be in a relationship, and then the next thing you know, they fucking break up. So that's what I mean by there's going to be a lot more girls involved in the scene.
What is the how long does that happen over?
What do you mean?
It depends on y'all, because you know dudes will move quick. I think it really.
I mean, if you want to get wifed up, you can get wifed up pretty fast by a lot of these dudes. You know what I mean? Just because, and I'm not saying just you, but like if you ride a bike, there's a lot of dudes that would pay your bills and drink your bathwater. Is what I'm saying. You know, and there's a lot of dudes that will fucking move wherever the hell you are because you are who you are. You see what I'm saying? So like there's a lot of different scenarios because there's a lot of fucking guys that ride.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like there's not really a spectrum as far as length and time because some guys are looking for love, some guys are looking to simp out and blow their inheritance, some guys are looking just to smash and pass. You see what I mean? So it's like it depends on the person, and it depends on both parties.
Word.
So it's not just a length of time. Like the long distance shit doesn't work for me. You feel me? But like some guys, they might be down for that because they have their own shit that they're okay dealing with or are able to move out of state and go be with this broad because they're so in love with them. You know, so that's why I say there's not really a length of time or a time period that it's like, oh, this is great.
This seems like a very
This seems like a great idea.
respectable amount of time.
Right. You know? So there with guys,
But, like, I'm not impressed by some YouTuber and like their amount of followers and stuff. Like all that is like it's just social media.
right.
Like,
It's all fake anyways.
But you're like the 2%.
Yeah, I feel
you
like,
are
yeah.
definitely the 2% milk in this whole situation.
Yeah,
because like what you've already spit game on, like as far as you know, telling the truth that your ex still works on the bike, you guys are still cordial. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like that's a lot of people can't do that kind of shit. You see what I mean? But whereas like you're a lot more mature with, I don't know how fucking old you are, but with where you are at in the scene, a lot of other people's can't do that. You know, because the feelings come back, and then once you see some other shit, like that shit goes bad. So it's like there's a lot that goes into the situation.
I'm gonna put you on game real quick though. You know, after this live, mad dudes are gonna slide in your DM like, "Yo, I totally agree with you.
You're so
Blah, blah.
right.
Yeah,
your wheelies are killing it.
You're so right. I wish there was more girls like you that
I drink
mature.
Hennessy too.
You know, they all gonna say that shit. So don't let them fool you.
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't go crazy on him, but just not like at the ride out.
Right. And I mean, who knows what really goes on behind closed doors, you know, but we can only speak on our experiences with the shit. You know what I mean? As far as breakups, makeups, back and forths, fucking, yeah, shit like that. Yeah. So it's a lot. There's a lot that goes into the situation. So that's why we're trying to find out as far as a woman's aspect on it, you know, what you think about it. So are you ever going to date in the motorcycle scene again? Or are you just waiting to see if the right guy comes along and he just happens to ride a motorcycle type shit? Because me personally, I don't ever really want to date a chick in the scene. I would rather just like,
Fuck it. Who's been in your DM so far?
I would rather just fucking like date a chick outside of the scene and let the scene be my scene. You know what I mean? Because everybody has their own hobbies. Some write poetry, some fucking draw, whatever the case may be. But like, I would love to have the scene just not my scene.
So what happens if you find Mr. Right and he sweeps you off your feet, but he hates motorcycles?
not going to happen.
How do you know that?
If he hates motorcycles, I love that shit. Like, I love to, like, I just went and spent like 9 days in Broward riding motorcycles.
Yeah.
Hold on. What'd you say, Boom? It is the female version. We have the same thought process on situations. I agree, 100%.
Guys.
Shut the fuck up. Fucking retarded.
Well, no, I'm saying like good. Like you guys are very mature.
So anything you want to close out, Sarah? First off, I thank you for actually tapping in because there's a lot of people that have a lot of shit to say, but just in the comments. But like you really spit some gems inside of this podcast, and like we definitely appreciate it. There's a lot of talking going on, but nothing to really stand ground and be like something to be respectable about.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm just like, I'm in bike life because of the friendship and the fun I have and the feeling that like wheelies give me, and like no other reason. And I'm not going to let anybody take that from me. So
as you shouldn't.
I'm going to try to have the most positive energy I can in my life. So.
That's good. Just remember, don't ever fucking change the way you are. Don't let any followers get to your fucking head. Don't let no dudes get to your head, because you have the great mindset of how this shit should be ran, especially as far as through a female's aspect of it. Yeah, we fuck with you. We fuck with you for real. You know what I mean? And especially having no filter. Cool. I appreciate you. Thank you for tapping in.
Peace out.
Cheers. What were you saying?
Don't expect these dudes to be better people just because
they're going on with you. I can show you 100 motherfuckers that are in Brazil that are probably 10 times better than the dude that you like.
Absolutely.
That will probably treat you better because they need a green card to get here.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? But like you gotta remember there are good guys in the scene. I'm not saying every dude's a piece of shit, and we're not saying every chick in the scene is a slut.
Yeah.
Like that's not what we're saying. What we're saying is, like Sarah said, like if you get into a relationship, like leave it like, yo, if we break up, like we gotta be at a common ground on situations, like, shit like that.
Yeah.
And another thing is one thing that's worked for me in the past is not posting who you're with.
I feel like so in past relationships, I've definitely gotten like a lot of heat because of like, how come you don't post me? And I'm like, honestly, like my Instagram is bikes, cars, and memes.
Right.
Okay. And that's all. Like, I don't need anyone else knowing what's going on in my personal life because, we've seen
what happens.
We've seen people, air their whole business out and stuff like that. So it's like people know when, you're going through some bullshit. So even if you're like, because we've all been there where, you break up, you get back together, you break up, you get back together and do all that stuff. So it's like, why post all of that? Or like, why let everybody know in on your business? Like, if you're happy in your relationship, social media doesn't need to know.
Yep.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, whether I post you or not, it doesn't make a difference. Because, I've heard the excuse, well, I want people to know that I'm with you. Like, listen, if I'm going to cheat, I'm going to cheat.
Right. There's no post that's going to stop that from happening.
Yeah. Like,
right.
if I'm a piece of shit, that's what's going to happen. Like, if I'm with you and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be with you.
Right.
Like, don't worry about anybody else. Worry about what you're doing for me, and we'll have that bond. Like,
and my thing is like, I have if I'm with a chick, I have no problem like snapping a random crazy photo, but best believe I'm not tagging you.
Dude,
I'm not going to fucking tag you because I did a test. I saw this shit because I saw a fucking where you can do a poll, but it's a one person poll, and you post it and then you tag them in it, and the person clicks it to like go to their page.
Yeah.
And it just shows the name of every motherfucker that clicked on that shit. Yeah. I did that.
Yeah.
And I was pretty impressed by the guys that fucking clicked on that shit. I was like, yo, you guys are that interested in what she really looks like? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but my thing is like, I have no problem posting who I'm with. It's just, you have to understand, like, I'm not going to tag you because I have 60,000 other fucking douchebags that are waiting for the opportunity to jump on some shit.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? And like, I just went through a breakup probably like a little over 2 months ago, you know, and Nobody fucking knows about it.
I don't even know what she looks like.
Right. Nobody.
I've heard you talk about her and all
Right.
that stuff, and I couldn't even.
And nobody knows about it. I don't have to worry about some other dude sliding in her DM, you know what I mean, or seeing her out at a ride or none of that kind of shit. You see what I'm saying? So like, just be smart on the relationship status of cool. It's awesome that you're with a chick. It's awesome that you love this chick. It's awesome that you want to show her off. Just do it in a way where
be conscious of what's gonna happen.
The repercussions.
I'm sure there's guys that they agree with us, but
Right.
there's the girls that are like, no,
You're just hiding me.
Yeah, I want you to
other.
post me. Like, listen, if you need to be posted on Instagram for your relationship to be better, then you have to work on your own insecurities to do that. Like, because I'm telling you right now, it's probably just going to make it worse because you're going to have all these other dudes that are just going to try to follow and see what it is. And then, or even if like you're, especially as riders, because you got these dudes, there's the top guys, because they think that they're, like they got all the followers and they do all these shows. They think that because of who they are, that they can get to any of the girls. So right off the bat, they're going to jump into that. And that shit's annoying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It can be for sure. And that's why, like I said, for me, I'll post a chick and that's about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I ain't going to tag, but I think that for me is the best way to keep her happy and keep you happy. And it's not gonna be. I ain't post maybe once every month, if that.
Yeah.
When,
especially and those couples that are constantly posting each other.
Good for them if it works.
I'm like, yo, y'all unhappy as shit because you know damn well there's someone on the other end like, you better post me today.
Hold on. So there's this chick that I follow, right? And I think she's obviously fucking cute, whatever the fuck. So like every time she posts, she adds her man. And I'm like. Cool. And then one day, it was a sad fucking, people will treat you right if they really cared and loved about you. And so I was like, yo, you guys break up? You know what I mean?
Y'all good?
Like, yeah, too controlling and like just going through a whole like laundry list of the shit that this dude was doing fucking wrong, right? 2 weeks later, same at. I'm like, yo, like, we just got put through a whole relationship right now.
Yeah, and now it's like, now we're invested, so you better keep up with this.
We need to keep, every day I need to see a post with this motherfucker's name on it type shit.
Dude.
And it's not even, like, I don't even like the chick no more. Now it's just like, yo, you're dumb as shit.
Yeah, yo, I had the same, there's the same girl. I actually like, I talked to her a while back. She's like, yeah. I had an ex that, he was beating me and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
And then post right that nigga
Like
again.
2 weeks later. And now when I tell you religiously every day, he's not even in the post.
Yeah.
And he's getting tagged. I'm like, yo, this is
crazy.
embarrassing.
That
bro.
is
Like,
crazy.
that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, y'all don't need to post everything on social media. If y'all are confident enough to do that, sure, whatever. But honestly, don't push for it. Like, I don't know. That's just me.
No, I agree, and that's why I said like this is hopefully a lesson for y'all. Like not a lesson, but like an idea for you guys to be able to keep a healthy relationship. The motherfuckers on Instagram don't give a shit whether your power bill is fucking paid for. Don't give a shit if you got a place to sleep. But a lot of niggas will care if you're in and out of a relationship.
Oh yeah, they're like,
You know what I
you're
mean?
not happy.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's just crazy to me. Like I follow it because it's funny to me. Like, dude, I could never. But at one time, I will agree, I was that dude that would be like, yo, this is my chick. I'm so so in love.
Yeah.
And then I realized, like, yo, what the fuck am I doing?
Also,
I'm
too-
adding fuel to the fire.
Also, too, women need to realize that other women are not good people.
Right.
And there's been times where I've posted my girl, and a girl will slide in your DM talking like wild. Like, it's like, because they're in competition with each other. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So be careful. It's like you might want to claim your man, but at the same time,
There are some
girls
chicks
are
that feed off of that.
yo, there's some girls that are devious out there, and
Because
they
don't want that lock. They don't want to be locked down, but they want to have that side fling. You see what I'm saying?
Or no,
So
I'm
they're
just like, even other girls will try to infiltrate and be like, well, he's with this girl. I want to see why. Let me see if I can get to it.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen a bunch of times, which is pretty crazy.
the honey pot.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
crazy. But
So yeah, that's I mean, honestly, if we can get some female perspective on the situation, I think we could do a part 2 on this whole situation because we could. Sarah was a great fucking example.
Yeah, I feel like I want to hear stories of like what what actually happened to like
I want to. Yeah, I would love to hear some love stories. So,
well, and even if they're good, like, hey, listen, like, so and so was dating this one, we ended up, being together and it worked out and everybody's cool. Or, it could be as crazy as, you were with someone and she, jumped onto somebody else so that she can get a nice sponsorship.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
mean, so I don't. I mean, a lot of you guys are on the Instagram live. If you guys have a story like that, check the reel. We have a phone number just dedicated directly to the podcast.
Yeah.
That you're able to call, leave a voicemail, send a text message. It's definitely not my fucking personal number, so don't think you're gonna get
not
lucky
like
with
Mike
that.
Jones.
Yeah, not at all. But there is a number. I may even post it in the section for this episode. But I think that we should do a part 2, and if we can get some different female perspective on the situation, I think that would be dope. I think that would be cool. You know what I mean? Instead of just 2 dudes talking about this shit.
Yeah, absolutely. I think girls need to really kind of chime in on it and let them know, and even give their ideas or point of views and just whatever experiences, all that. Jump in. Don't be scared.
Yeah, we're like I said, we're non-biased on shit. We try to play both sides of the spectrum as far as enlightenment on both sides.
And we're definitely on the spectrum.
I'm spectrum in the head. I'm retarded as shit.
What I gathered was date at your own risk in the scene. Just know that the scene's going to be around longer than your relationship, probably.
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, there's not many relationships that have outlasted my bros.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Hoes, bro.
There's not many, and there's a big difference between somebody that I call bro and somebody, you know what I mean, that I just occasionally hang out at the lot with type shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's nothing wrong with it type shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's guys that you ride with, and there's guys that come over to your house and kick it and have a drink, and fucking guys that you're
going to call when you need something.
Right. You know what I mean? Guys that will bail you out of jail if needed.
Absolutely.
Guys that will fucking get your bike out of impound. There's guys that, if they're there for you when you need you,
just a simple phone call away just for anything.
Exactly.
You guys need to really.
There's a big spectrum on that because I was in a motorcycle club. I was on a stunt team, and, now I'm solo bolo, and I see who's still stuck around and who reaches out, who makes sure I'm good. And you have to make sure to do the same thing for the people that you consider.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I hope that, this opened up some people's eyes on some shit, and fucking, I mean, this is a great fucking episode.
I thought this was pretty good. Yeah, I got cut off. Yeah, they're saying no on the other side, but whatever.
Yeah, no, agreed. Tommy's definitely not drinking anymore.
Yeah,
all right. So we're gonna wrap it up. Fucking shout out to MV Legal. If you're ever involved in an accident, make sure you check the description to make sure you know who to call. If you're ever involved in an accident, to make sure you get the right representation for your accident and your case. These guys take the lowest percentage out of your settlement and make sure that you're taking care of the proper way and set you up right. Shout out to West Coast Boom for doing all these fucking edits and busting his ass. And shout out to Jack for holding the fucking phone.
Yo, if you guys, he's literally holding it.
Jack is the MVP. He's been holding the phone the whole time for the Instagram live. If you're not on Instagram or whatever, if you have Instagram, at Stunt News. Shout out to all of our subscribers on Instagram. You guys fucking have definitely helped us out big time. Don't forget to check out realstuntnews.com. We actually have some giveaways coming out soon, some raffles maybe.
Yeah, we got some things going on. So
for fairings and maybe a chain kit for the subscribers, stuff like that. So we got some big things coming. This is going to be a new year for us. We're super excited. We're definitely trying to build it up for you guys. And if you guys have any topics that you think we should bring up for the podcast, we are more than welcome. You're more than welcome to reach out. The number's below. You can email us, DM us, whatever the case may be. So anything else?
Nah, that's it. I think we're good.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. And bless the fuck up.
Peace out.
Date smart out there for sure.